Here with Jessica and Zach. Tell me, what has the tour been like so far?
So far, I think we're on our 20th city, so it's been so much fun. It's actually gone by a little faster than I thought. It's just so much fun doing what we love.
Yeah, it's really exciting that we get to wake up in a new city every day and dance and perform for a new audience. It does kind of start to feel like the show a little bit, where the days are starting to blur together, but every day is a new adventure.
You know, I always call you guys the underdogs. You know, who are you interviewing? Oh, I got Zach and Jessica, the underdogs. Do you guys feel that way? Because I just love your story so much. Like, I feel like you proved everybody wrong.
Well, thank you. I mean, I don't think we ever thought of ourselves as the underdogs in the process, but now I think looking back, we're kind of like, oh yeah, I guess like we kind of were.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool like that. People say that underdogs are always it's always a good story to have. Yeah, I don't know how to answer that. I don't think either of us really felt like that. It was definitely a hard competition, though. I mean, we all had Ricky to compete against, so I think we were all kind of underdogs.
and speaking of Ricky, Jessica, you partnered with him in the Meet the Top 20 episode. Did you ever think when you were dancing with him at that time that you guys would both be in the finale at the end?
I mean, I knew that he was going to, so I was like, so this is a great start. Like, I'm dancing with, Ricky. But I had no idea that together we would be in the top 4, and it was really cool when we did.
And Zach, I asked you this before, but I'm obsessed with the rise of tappers. I actually want to get a T-shirt that says "Rise of Tappers" on it. Do you feel like they're finally getting the respect that they deserve now with Aaron and Valerie and you?
Yeah, I think so. People still come up to me all the time and they're like, "Oh, I'm so surprised that you made it so far when you're just a tapper and stuff." So I think that now that people are starting to think like, okay, maybe these tappers are actually do other things too. Hopefully, that's kind of changing the way people think about us.
Jessica, I was trying to make a list of all the people that you partnered with before you made to the top 10. And there's so it's Nick. Is it Nick? Marquette, Stanley? Mm-hmm. Who am I forgetting? Casey.
Casey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that all of them?
Yeah, that's all.
Do you think that prepared you in the sense that you had experience sort of transitioning from a different partner every week? So when you got to the All Stars, it didn't matter who, because you weren't with the same person the whole time. Was that an advantage in hindsight?
I think in hindsight it definitely was, because I didn't get used to a partner, so I always had to switch, so I wasn't comfortable with someone or more comfortable or uncomfortable with a new person. But then it was also hard too, because I never had that partnership with that really close partnership that you've been through weeks and weeks with them. So. And
that's what it was like for you and Jackie, right? And how did that work?
It was definitely a lot easier, I think, having the same partner every week, at least up until the top 10, just because you start to understand how the other person works, how they think, how they dance, and it just becomes that much easier.
I always ask this because I'm always fascinated by how you guys get paired at the beginning. Is it really a random draw?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. It's random.
It's totally random. They pick it out of a hat. Yeah, we have no idea.
And you were both happy with the initial pick?
Yes.
Yeah. I wanted coming in as a tap dancer, I was hoping for a more technical dancer, even though all the girls are super technical. But yeah, I was really happy with that.
But Zach, you fooled me, because I read your resume this morning and I was like, this kid is not just a tapper. I was giving him all this credit. Yeah. So
Okay, well, I'm not just a tapper. That's what I've been trying to tell people. But the show has a way of twisting your story into the way they want to push it. And I mean, I do focus. I think because I focus on tap a lot, it takes away from the other styles. But I mean, my whole life I've tried to stay well-rounded across the board.
And Jessica, what's been the best part of the tour and your favorite city so far?
My favorite city was probably Austin, Texas. And then the best part, I don't know, I think just traveling and being able to see every city just a little bit for as long as we can. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of fun.
Zach, best part of the tour and favorite city?
Favorite city was it Minneapolis? I think so. Actually, I have two favorite cities. Minneapolis, because that crowd was just the best. They gave us so much energy. Yeah. And Milwaukee, because I thought that was a beautiful city. And we bought longboards, some of the guys in. We skated around the city, and it was pretty fun.
And have you guys given any thought to what you're doing next after the tour?
I'm going to go back to LA and then audition and work as a commercial dancer.
And Zach?
I'm moving into LA. Got a couple jobs lined up and going to get with an agency and start working out there.
Amazing. Well, I was hoping that now that I have you guys here in person and we're not behind a computer screen, we could maybe do that dance lesson one more time. Because I got to tell you, the one I just did with Jackie and Bridget did not go well. It was they tried to do ballet, and I'm like, I couldn't even do this kid's easy hand thing. So So you're gonna teach me this move.
Let's do it. So this is a little part of how it's done. So
Okay.
we start up here.
Okay.
You drop it flat down. Boom. Then you bend your wrist. That knocks it down. Then it falls down again. And then you pick it up with your
That was
wrist.
the part of
Yeah, and that's where you have to like bend your wrist. It's awkward. Yeah.
Okay, one more time.
One more time. So we got.
It's actually, to be honest with you, this is not as bad as jacking Bridget's, okay? It's just that I'm completely inept. Okay.
Okay, here we go. So we got drop,
Okay.
drop, fall, pick it up. Oh, almost.
Oh, one more time. One more time. Okay, we gotta do it a third time because
Okay.
I'm close. Okay.
Third time's right.
Yes,
And
okay.
Drop, drop, fall, pick yourself up. Yeah.
Yay! Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Boom.